All right, so okay, fine. Okay, so I've got to do the intro. Do the intro for you and disclaimer, purpose, and the questions. Okay, just make sure you can't see my little shorties.
Oh, look. What the hell's going on? Look.
Relax. Not that much.
Oh dear.
All right, so I shared with welcome.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Not you. All right, let's start again. Take 60. Just hush over there, please. Okay, welcome along today. Now, if you were on the call last week or even the week before, I mentioned that I was going to be having my mother do some readings with me. We're going to do them together. We've had a few questions that have been sent in, and so today we're going to have goes at reading it. Some of them may sound similar, but it may add, having two people read the same question may add to what it is that's going to be helpful for you. So it's going to be a good day. Now, I did mention too that Mum has Alzheimer's, but psychically, I grew up in a household where, you know, that type of thing. Mum was pretty popular at parties, and everyone wanted to know Ngaire because she knew how to read palms and could give readings and had a whole lot of fun with them. But for myself, it wasn't really that much fun for me. You know, growing up in a household where we were the only family in the street that did that sort of thing, where most, this is going to sound terrible, where most mums would bake cookies on a Saturday. Mum was planning her next party. But it was you're a beautiful mum. And she's a mum that's always been somebody who's encouraged me to do what I want, when I want, how I want. And so there's a level of that being a free person and tuning into that part of yourself that's always been part of her space, and what I absolutely adore about her. So today's really, I'm really fortunate to be able to do this with Mum. And for those that have had questions sent in, like you've sent some questions in, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value from them. So before we start the questions today, I just have to do a little disclaimer around this is actually just purely for entertainment purposes only. And if there's anything that you're dealing with that you know that you need professional help, please go ahead and seek that. So with everything that does come through today, I might have to start again actually.
Why?
No, I won't start again. I'm trying to remember what to say without sort of double backing. But yeah, so really here, the answers that come through, if you haven't sent a question but you're just listening in for today, there'll be some things that resonate for you. And so take a moment to really bring this part of yourself in and allow yourself to get present and be in a bigger listening so that you can hear what's true for you. All right, so, and that's why we do this stuff, isn't it?
For sure.
For sure, yeah. So it's always just to be really helpful to somebody wherever they're at in their lives, and to give them a little bit of clarity and a bit of direction, a bit of affirmation. What's the reason you've done readings for in the past?
What is the reason why I do them? Oh, because people ask me to do a reading for them.
Yeah, and it's natural.
Yeah. It's been happening for quite a while. Been doing it for a long time.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, aren't we lucky? Can I ask a question today too?
I want to say, well, I haven't done it for a while.
That's okay. We don't care. We only care about what's happening now, right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so I've got about 7 or 8 questions. I've got 8 questions here, so we'll just get through them one by one. And the first question up, I'm not going to mention any names.
Okay.
I know you usually like a name.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to mention names. I'm just going to say the question,
Okay.
and you can tune into the energy of that question, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll say their name in my head.
Okay.
So you've got the energy of it.
Radio.
But just for privacy reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So, will my wife and I get back together? You'll go first on this one.
Oh, okay. Will my wife and I get back together?
Yeah, I'll pretend I'm not listening, but
okay.
I'm not going to go off your answer. I'm just going to tune in once you're finished.
Well, you'll never be absolutely parted. There's always going to be conversation between the two of you. And I feel as if you could, in a funny sort of way, become quite close to each other because you help him and she helps you. That sort of feeling of being together, not actually touching each other or anything like that. It's just like good old friends, you know. And you don't go chasing after each other. It's just when you seem to know when a good time to speak to one another and to ask different questions even gets to the stage where it's almost like you both think alike, and there is a thought coming up that you could think, well, we're getting on so well, we might as well try to go, but don't do that yet. I just feel if it's a wrong thing, it's just not the right time yet. You still both need that separation from each other, only in the way, she lives here and you live there sort of thing, but separate, through phone calls, that's fine. Meeting up, having a coffee, that's fine. And it seems as if there's something that you have lacked in your relationship right from day dot, whether it's because you or her haven't been honest with everything, your relationship together have been, you sort of try and hide it and make it better or sadder even. It's that you're trying to make that person love you, and you tend to put things in a conversation that hopefully you're thinking, oh, they'll like me more if I say that or tell them that sort of thing. But okay, as far as getting together and staying together, I think what's going to happen with you, both of you absolutely adore one another, but for some unknown reason, there's something that you just will not happen. It'll happen, but it won't work out. It's like you both need to have that space. Both of you need to be in control. And when you're together, either she's controlled, he's a control, like that sort of thing, it just doesn't work. But being apart from each other, it's almost like you are together, which is crazy. You probably can't understand that. I can't even understand it, why this is happening. But it's almost like universe grabbing you together, but it's yourself sort of going your own separate way all the time. It's really weird, yeah. But honestly, I would say you're better by being friends, not living together in that same space. It's that just doesn't work.
Wow, that's so good. That's really good, because I know this couple.
Oh, do you?
And everything that you just outlined is
good. Yeah, well,
what I've felt naturally, but I'll just tune in to see if there's anything to add to that, because that was really good, Mum.
Okay.
You're going to outshine me today, aren't you? God, how dare she? Okay, my turn.
Okay.
All right, so the question is, will my wife and I get back together? And rather than repeating anything, I'm just going to tune in to see what else is there. And you have this commonality when it comes to your child that you have together. And the commonality is that you already are, have a good relationship, and you have a quality of relationship that is not quite usual in relationships anyway. However, because you have a daughter together, there's a wanting and a love that's there that wants to build on now, so that your daughter can actually enjoy both of you. That this is, even though it's never nice for a child to go through a parent separation, but I see your child flourishing because of the way that you're relating together. So the call for today, with what I've got to add to that, is that to continue to build on your relationship together, not because of your child, but because you can actually do some things that are really enjoyable together, that all of you as a family can have a good time. And rather than focusing on the emotionality of the separation and, oh, we're not together, and the things that partners might sometimes question, are they just getting on with their lives and forgetting about me, rather than focus on the love that you do have and allow that to naturally build because of the love that you have for the three of you as a family. So that's all I've got to add there. And and also just to add on as well, it's sort of reaffirming what Ngaire's just said. I'll try and call you Ngaire, not Mum. What Ngaire's just said is that to continue to, rather than do something for somebody else, continue to be your own person within it, and that there strengthens the relationship. And both of you at times might even say, oh, why did we ever separate? But it works out so good between you this way, because you're stepping into and being that person, more of that person of who you want to be, and it actually just works both. It just works well. Okay?
Good one.
That's all? Yep. Okay, good. Very good. We work well together as a team.
Yeah.
Okay, how can I lose weight easily? I'll do this one first.
Okay.
And you can answer second. So don't copy off me, you cheat.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, so how can I lose weight easily? Automatically, what's showing up is, in my mind's eye, my vision, is a out of proportion, blown up version of how you see yourself. And it's been that way for a long time, yet it's not real. You're more or less living into it because you've had all of this stuff around yourself that you've thought it was the way that it was. So it's almost like seeing a picture of a fat person, and one that's well and truly well overweight, and you've thought when you've looked in the mirror that that's what you're looking at. There's been a real disassociation somewhere with your physical body, and you've been very self-conscious about yourself for a lot of years. However, so it's showing me that that's not true, but that's what's happening in your over the years, that you're living into a larger version because of your thoughts about yourself. So where you are at right now, how can I lose weight easily? There is a lot around your mindset that's been holding you there, and it's time to start, if you're really serious about this, it's time to start not necessarily looking at those thoughts, but also looking at those thoughts so that you can start to even change the languaging, and it may feel like you're lying to yourself, but this is where you'll find that your biggest weight loss happens, because you're starting to believe in yourself more and not get so caught up in the picture that you see in the mirror, which is the overweight version. And there's a lot to do with mindset there. That's what I've got there. So that would be my encouragement, is to start reading books that are about self-love, loving your body, loving who you are, and that kind of thing, and then allowing what naturally shows up around food and exercise and water intake. Your water intake feels fine. Your food, it feels a bit too high. If we're talking about details here, there is going to be a change in your diet, but it's more naturally, not because you're forcing yourself to do something. Or that's the suggested route, because you'll be looking at this a certain way of like what you need to do, but this is about who you need to be. So that's what I've got there. What about you?
Okay.
How can I lose weight easily?
Okay. Well, I was sort of listening to Jaxin, of course, what she was saying to you, and I was thinking, why even think about this horrible things on fat and all the rest of it. Hey, girl, you're so humorous. You've got so many friends who just love having you around because you don't care what you look like. It really doesn't. And you know you damn well don't. But you do it for them more so than, think, oh, I'm having you like those. It's not. You don't care. You really don't care because you know you look gorgeous. You are so gorgeous, and you're so lovable, and you're funny. You're funny. You really are. I feel as if I know you quite well. I feel as if, hey, are we mates? I'd like to ask you, are we? Because just listening to Jaxin talking to you, and I thought, I know her. She's beautiful. She will never get fatter or skinnier or anything like that. She's just beautiful, and she has to accept it and know it. Know it mainly. Hey, doesn't matter whether you're fat or skinny or what. Yeah, it's what in here, your beautiful head. Yeah, your brain, you're beautiful. You know you're not. Oh, you know you are. Okay?
That's really good.
Yeah, see, I know you.
All right, so our next question is, and you can go first on this one, is, will I meet someone soon? And no, I'm not asking that question. I'll ask you later. This person has sent in, will I meet someone soon?
Okay. Do I get anything about her at all? Is there anything?
No, I've said her name silently so you can feel the energy of it.
Okay.
So I'll say that again.
Will I what? Say it again.
I'll say her name silently.
Okay.
And then I'll say the question.
Okay.
Will I meet someone soon?
You're funny. You really are. Do you know, why do you keep on saying, will I meet anyone soon? Or will I be rich soon? Will I this and that? You always got those sort of questions about you. It's like you just do not believe in yourself any way whatsoever. Whether it's through money, whether it's through looks, it's with boyfriends, it's with anything. You sort of like you accept it from yourself. You want all these things, but you just know in yourself, you say to yourself, I won't get that, and I won't be like that, and I so and so. But hey, look, I'd like to slap your face, actually. I really would.
Yeah. Slap her face.
Yeah, because you know what this is all about, and which is okay. It's okay. But hey, if only you realise there's more out there than you worrying about. Will I get? Will I have? Or anything like that. Just be your beautiful self. You will? Cool.
All right, I love that. And I love that for her. Okay, so I'll answer that now.
Okay.
I'll try not to, because I get similar energy around this question as well. And it's a hard one because, when you have a certain belief system about yourself, like you don't think you're that pretty, or you don't think you've got much to offer in a relationship, or you think, you down yourself a lot, and you base your responses on what other people have to say. It's a hard place to be in when you're not believing it.
Yeah.
And so what's sitting there for me to sort of add on to that, because that was just amazing. I agree with everything that Ngaire's just shared with you there. But what I can suggest to, I've just said that before, but to add on to it, is that it's easy for us to sit here and go, get out of your own way. And you go, oh yeah, well, I know that, but how do I do that? And the thing is that, like, I feel like this is quite a hard shift, even though she is beautiful and she's an amazing, wonderful woman. There's something in here that is just getting in the way here, that if we help sort of move that out of the way, it'd create a lot more like a fresh air. Like I can breathe now. Almost like she's waiting for proof of, now I know that I'm going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Rather than, like, she's a confident person, but she doesn't have the confidence really. Like, it's more surface than inside belief. And so what I'm seeing suggested is that things like meditation, like crystals, getting some tools that are not tools where they're sort of like tools that you can intuitively pick up and feel into or ask questions to, rather than other people, rather than your friends, and have these long ongoing discussions around, I haven't, or I wonder if, they're not the most empowering discussions. And I'm not talking about all your friends, because I'm one of your friends and I know you very well. But it's almost like getting yourself out of your own way so you can receive answers from other ways that the universe can provide for you that is aligned with your truth, and that will actually remind you to do little things that you can do that are simple. So if you have like crystals, or if you have like even your tarot cards or something like that, or asking a question, then going, you're on a walk and spend time with a flower and ask the flower, like do things where you're guided by nature, and it'll tell you the answers of what you're ready for next, because you're still looking for that confirmation, and that's sort of what gets in the way of you having what you want, because there's no question about who she is there?
No.
She's got everything amazing that would be incredible in a relationship, and
Yeah.
it's just about trying to bypass your own beliefs, and they've been there for a long time, so it's not just an easy thing like me to suggest just go ahead and do it, because that belief system is like a default program for you. So yeah, those things is what I'm getting there.
Yeah, I go along with that. It's sort of like, it's almost like you say, I'm not good enough for that,
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of like, hey, we're telling you are, but you have to get over that. That's, I don't know why you're like that, whether it's something through your early days, through your parents saying, oh no, that's not yours, it's some, it's your older sister or something. I don't know quite what you went through to put yourself down so much, because hey, not only you got the looks and the body and all the rest of it, your heart, it is just there. It loves everyone and everything. You're one of those wonderful people who've got it all. Yeah. And hey, don't hide it away anymore. Okay, good.
Okay. All right, the next question. Did you answer the first one first? Yes. I'll answer this one first.
Okay.
Things with my partner and I still aren't good. Actually, I'll say their name first so I can get in my head.
Okay.
So you can feel into it while I'm speaking.
Mm.
Things still aren't good with my partner and I. There is some anxiety around that for me. I still want to leave. All right, so I'm going to tune into the energy of this here. And I get the symbol of, sort of the symbol of the moon. And why that's showing up right now around your relationship. Why is that showing up? Is the reason why is because it's like you need to spend time contemplating in a quiet space about your relationship, rather than this being a decision that you're sort of mulling over in your head. And there's a lot involved with whether you stay together or whether you not be together. And because you think of everything that this relationship has provided you, and you're not sure if that's where you're meant to be, or if there's somewhere or someone else, if you're meant to be on your own right now, or there's a whole lot in it, rather than just going yes, no, you should be there or not. So I see the pondering on your own, and rather than actually speaking with him right now, it's like I sense that the energy, I sense that the answer to that question is you already know the answer, but it's not just yes to do it now. So there's a timing now of just giving yourself the space and time to let it unpack and let it unfold, where then you just go naturally, this is where I'm at. and what I want. I do see you as a bit of a lone ranger. Like you are somebody who doesn't necessarily need a relationship to function well in, but that you'd like someone there. And I do see in the future that that you're not with this person. And I don't know if it's okay to say that right now, but that's what I see. I feel like it's not something that's going to happen all of a sudden where you go, right, I'm done, we've had enough. There's more to sort of make decisions around, but there is a journeying alone, and then without even trying to be in a relationship, it's like something naturally, like you make friends with somebody and you find that this person, you have so much in common that's what I feel is there, that there's this commonality that you don't share with this person that you're with right now. What you get from this person and being in a relationship is support, is somewhere where that you can be and you can be yourself to an extent. It's a really safe place to be, and so that's what sort of keeps you there. And but I don't see that they're ultimately the person for you in the long term. Okay, so the question, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Things still aren't good with my partner and I.
Mm-hmm.
There is some anxiety around that for me. I still want to leave.
Okay. Yeah, this is a strange one, because actually it's, to me, I feel is, you might say you want to leave, but really deep down, it's deep down that's really mucking your head up. You can't, it's sort of deep down, it's, am I doing it for the right thing? Or am I want to, have it carried on for why? And it seems as if the reason you want to be is because you are some way or other, he seems to help you. And I can't quite think or get there what he does to you. And I think, when I really think about it, I think it's because you like to have him on your side, because he looks good, you look good, and your friends are saying, wow, he's, you're lucky, and all that sort of carry. And I think you're listening to that side and not in your heart. I think that's where the trouble is. I mean, you might think, when you might say, when you hear this, you say, yeah, that's right. But you don't do anything about it. You just keep on, that. And eventually, it's not going to get better. I really feel that, unless you completely change your way of thinking, and not what are you doing this for? Is it for the real reason, or is it just so that you can say you've got a guy on your shoulder? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. We're pretty in line with our answers today.
Are we? Oh,
yeah, it's good. Somewhat.
Not
what you can say. All right, so moving on. Where am I? I've recently been... Oh, say the name first. So you answer first this time.
Okay.
I've recently been in a car accident. I'm not the confident driver I used to be. What should I do?
Is this a female or no?
Do I have to tell you? I'll say their name in my head again. I've recently been in a car accident. I'm not the confident driver I used to be. What should I do?
Okay. Yeah, there's no reason why you have to get to be a driver and do the driving. But I tell you, to make it, I think it's a good thing if you do get over that thought of what happened and say, and bring more, I know I can do it, back into your life. And because you can do it, I know you can do it. And it's almost like I can hear you saying, I know I do, I feel that it's so strong there. And I think it's just, we're a bit concerned, you're a bit worried, you want to do the right thing, and was a bit unsure, and but you weren't really unsure, you're just being really cautious. Yeah. So if I were you, I would just go with what you think, and it's going to be the right thing. It really is. just take it easy, no matter which way you go.
Mm.
Okay, that's all I can say. And it will work out the one way or the other. And nothing to worry about. You're not going to lose anything or whatever. You're just going to excel in yourself. Okay?
Thank you.
Mm.
All right, so I'll see if there's anything else around that.
Yeah.
I've recently been in a car accident. I'm not the confident driver I used to be. What should I do? Yeah, it's pretty much a nothing, isn't it? It's like she feels like you feel like this at the moment. However, it's gone.
Yeah.
So you may even just for the next few weeks just be really cautious, and then it's almost like it's not something that you have to go to therapy for or anything like that. It's like something else will take your focus, and it's a nothing. You're back to it without even realising naturally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is great. All right, so the next question is, I'll answer first, is, all right. I don't really like my job, but don't know what to do about it, and not sure what I would like to do instead. There is something that, the reason why you don't want to say that there is something that you'd prefer to be doing instead is because that would mean you've stated it and now you're going to make it happen. It's almost like taking ownership of it. So there's a pretense energetically that you don't know what you want to be doing, yet you do know what you want to be doing. And it's part of the way that you think about yourself. And so what looks like it's there, it's almost like the thing that you'd love to be doing naturally unfolds without you actually putting much effort into it, and suddenly you realise that you're doing it. Now, when it comes to not liking your job where you are, it serves a purpose. You actually love dealing with people. You love professionalism, like you love being in a sort of a professional role. It serves a purpose. Even though you're not that happy doing it, there's a few ticks that it's already got there. And it's sort of, you would say that you have to do it for the income. It's a means to an end, and you'll stay there for as long as you want to. You'll make a decision to leave, but it's not something that what am I saying? I feel like the thing that you love to do is not related to what you're already doing. It's something very different, and that becomes more of a side thing. So you may always be working a job as such, and I don't feel like there suddenly you've gone from one to the other. It's like the other one sort of comes your way and starts to unfold naturally, but you've still got the side thing over here. So what you could do is still maintain looking for jobs that fulfill other boxes. They tick other boxes. And so it's to look at what you're enjoying right now, what would be something that would be great to add to that, then look for a job role which actually fulfills on that. So that you're not going, well, I've got these 10 boxes here, I'd be really happy if that all worked. It's to just move to that next step so it's not overwhelming for you. Go, okay, these 2 boxes are ticked now, I want a third box, and this is what the third box would look like. And then to start looking for other roles around that, because you would easily, I feel like near the end of the year, there might be another job offer or something else that you can do for work, bring an income in. And so to start opening your mind in that way. So I'll say that question again.
Yes, please.
I don't really like my job, but don't know what to do about it, and not sure what I'd like to do instead.
Okay. Well, okay, so hearing what that's all about, you don't like your job, you haven't got another job to go to, but you don't really know what to do about the whole thing. Okay. Okay, have you really looked at why you don't like it? Is it because someone some females working there too and you don't like her, or the guy there doesn't like you or something. What is the reason you don't like about the job? Have you actually looked at, is it the job or is it the people around you that you don't like? I really feel that you do great in this job. I really do. It's just your head is at the wrong point, okay? It's all out there than taking notice on what you're meant to be doing. And I tell you what, you're going to be damn good at it and you'll be glad that you stayed. I really feel that. I really do. And you're going to give me a cuddle, aren't you? I can see your happiness and I really can. Stay with it, girl.
Okay.
Your tops.
I think we should have a bet.
Okay.
We'll see by December, and you can let us know too.
Yeah.
I see a job change coming.
Okay.
And it feels like another company, so it doesn't feel like the same place.
Right.
But you think she should stay and persevere.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to be a top girl there.
All right, so let us know that one. That would be...
Because you know so much about it. You're the one they come to you and ask questions. Just think about all that, what happens.
Yeah, and I hope that for you too. Whatever is meant to be the best possible outcome is what you'll receive. So
yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's the first one we've been a little bit different.
Do it, girl.
I'm right. All right, so the next one is, I have been offered an online opportunity. Will it be worth my time and financial investment? Say that again. You're going to answer first.
Okay, say again.
I've been offered an online opportunity. Will it be worth my time and financial investment?
Off time. Ooh, I'd really think about that one. It sounds good. It sounds exciting, actually. And it sounds as if it's, hey, I don't know. I just really look into it if I were you. I don't know. Well, I won't give you my real feeling about it, but I'm just
tune in.
Just a tune in. Okay,
get it out.
Yeah. I do feel that you'd be sorry if you do take it. It's not what you expected. And I really feel that you just want to leave as soon as you got there, really, sort of thing. It's not, it's not working for you. Okay.
Is there anything that to suggest, Adam, around that?
Not really. I just feel it's certainly not her place. I just really feel that you need to get out now. Yeah, before you get to, people saying, "Oh, stay," and all that sort of carry on. If you got that vibe now, take notice of it. Yeah.
True, that was for me. No, because I've been hesitant. I just thought I'd throw that one in there. I've been hesitant about this online opportunity.
Oh, okay.
And I can see how amazing it would be.
Yeah.
I absolutely do trust the lady who has offered it to me.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't, that time thing and, financial investment.
Yeah.
I'll pop the battery in. I'm thinking about weighing that up with what I do now and my time right now, etc.
Yeah.
So, anything else to add?
It's almost like it's going to be boring if you took it on. I really feel as if you've passed that stage for some reason. I don't know why or what stage or anything. I just feel, Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, the next question is, let's see what else we've got here. We're up to 40 minutes, so... Okay. Okay, I'll tune into this one first. Will I meet someone soon? Oh, no, we've done that one. Oh, no, we haven't done this one. Yeah, we've done the meet someone soon. All right. What would be good for me to know now that would be helpful for me in my life? So it's a pretty open question. So what would be good for me to know now that would be helpful for me in my life? I'll tune in first. One of the things that, like, your life's pretty good. One of the things that's showing up is I'm getting these rings of colour, which is showing me expansion. But there's a holding back of what else is possible. So more or less you're holding yourself back, like everything's there, and you're wanting to have control over, it represents control. So the holding back is wanting to take control. And rather than just really going into it, I feel like things could happen a lot quicker for you in a really good, positive way by moving more into it, embodying it, embracing it, and rather than being focused on too many specific details of it and trying to get all those little details all nicely set up. Yet having said that, the thing, if we're looking at any details, what would be good is your time management. So even though you're in the present with moving into those things that align with you, but time-wise, you've got to feel like there's a bit of a wasting of time where you're not as focused on, so how can I put it, like you're doing your work during the day and moving into it, but then when it comes to moving on to the next piece, it's almost like there's downtime. You're not quite focused on like just get that thing done. So then you've got to go back and get things complete, and then that sort of, there's not as much productivity that could be happening, and therefore not expanding as fast as you could. So I know that's a general question, but it's sort of focused on the work that you do. Okay, I'll say that question again.
Okay.
What would be good for me to know now that would be helpful for me in my life?
What would be good to know now?
That would be helpful for me in my life. So just a
what
general.
Would be good for you now? Well, I don't know, straight away come up and say, don't only zoom through applications or anything like that. Think about them and really think about them and put yourself in that position and see how you go, how you think you would go by pretending that you're there already. You'll find that you'll probably give yourself points more so than down points. So don't sort of rush into it. Sort of change your way of asking yourself, or even if you double question yourself in different words, sort of thing, but going to the same answer, question, to make sure that the words aren't making you want it, and it's, do you get it, what I mean? It's sort of like you need to go with what it's going to actually happen, not with the words. Understand?
Oh, so actually live into the vision.
Yeah.
Not using your words, but actually living as if it's already there.
Yeah. You understand?
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Anything else?
And by doing that, you might actually, yes, I don't know, you seem to want to rush into be better or something, or higher or something. I don't know what it is, but you seem you seem to be in a hurry to be known, maybe, to be liked even. But there's a reason for you, I can do that. I'll do that for you. Oh, what was that you said? Yes, I know the answer. You're too quick in wanting to help people. So I don't really know. If I were you, I would actually look at myself and think, what is it? Why am I like that? I mean, that's a hard question because you're not really there at the time, But I think you should really think about that and go, sort of pre-play it, sort of thing. And I think you'll find that you get so excited.
Yeah. I'm actually frozen, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Okay, we'll finish it up now because you won't see us on the video. I don't know why that's frozen, but it's still recording.
Looks like because you're tired.
I'm so done. Okay, so thank you for that.
Okay.
And it's been a wonderful afternoon together on a wonderful 45 minutes. And just to wrap it up, so this will be uploaded on Tuesday. This is when people will be watching it.
Yeah.
And then the week after is it'll be going across a few different platforms, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. And I have different times there as well. Now, I thought today was really enjoyable. That was fun.
Yeah.
And so we'll have Ngaire back on again because she's secretly better than me. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time. So have a wonderful day, rest of the day, and we'll speak soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.